that makes a ton of sense. What was that?
That I don't know. I don't know what the heck.
Was that a
happened.
new open? That wasn't a new open, was it?
No, it was something almost came across the screen there.
Yeah, it looked like the three. It looked like a 3-shot though.
Yeah, that's a little odd.
I'll tell you what, Ricky. There is nothing that bothers me more, that annoys me more. And I will tell you this. You can heat up fish in the microwave if you want, because the break room microwave is all the way down in the basement here.
Yes.
But if you make a coffee, and after you make said coffee, you don't leave any water in the Keurig for the next guy. Like, fill it up, man. It's no different than the old school. If you took the last cup of coffee from the pot, you would make a fresh pot.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just take the last cup of coffee and leave it. Like, if you're going to make the last cup of coffee and there's no more water in the Keurig, you got to fill that thing back up. And on top of that, when I went into the mini fridge that we have, there was no more creamers. So it's like, if you're going to take the last creamer, then you got to walk your butt downstairs into the break room fridge and fill the creamer thing back up. So I was like, it's 8 o'clock. We are live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're live on the 2822 WBRE, WYOU CTV app. And I'm trying to make my cup of coffee so I have a little bit of pep in my step, a little bit of energy. I'm not going to lie. It's a Wednesday. It's hump day. I'm just not all here today. I don't have my A stuff. If the skip came out and said, hey, you got your A fastball today, the answer is no, I don't. So I wanted a cup of coffee. I wanted to feel a little jolt. No water, no creamer. I want to know who's doing it. I want to know who here in the 2822 newsroom continues to. This is the second time this week, and it's only Wednesday. Oh, as you can hear as I'm sniffling, I'm clearly not on my A game here tonight. Can't even get a cup of coffee.
Yeah, it's a tough life out here.
You have no sympathy for that, do you?
No, I do. I've seen it happen. Well, I've worked in here 2 years. I can relate to the.
You've seen it. You've blown past it. You just can't even deal with it anymore.
No, I don't drink coffee, so again, luckily it doesn't affect me as much. But yeah, some people ask for creamers. I'm like, whoop. It appears someone either took the last creamers out of here. Or...
Like if you're gonna take the creamer, you walk downstairs, you fill it back up. I mean, because again, if you're taking the last creamer, you're gonna want creamer for your coffee the next time you make one.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
It very is frustrating.
Today felt like summer.
It did?
Well, I mean, I'm just so used to coming in and having action all afternoon. Whether, soccer for the last month, we've had multiple games on during the day. We've had quite a lot going on. Today was the first day where I came in and I felt like, it's summer. What are we going to do? And next week's going to be even worse.
Yeah. I feel,
You're a few words tonight, Ricky.
Yeah,
Come on, I just said I don't have my A stuff. I need you to bring something here tonight.
Okay, well, I'll bring it. Well,
what are you bringing? What do you got? What are you bringing? What do you want to bring? We going to LeBron watch?
I was going to say
LeBron watch. All right.
LeBron watch has been narrowed down to 2 teams.
2 teams. 2 teams, it sounds like. And guess what? The 76ers are one of them. Is it real? Do you think the 76ers fans should be excited at this point in time? Do you think that this is real, or do you think he's just doing this to kind of get something out of the Cavs and to leave his name top of mind here in the NBA?
No,
go one screen. I'll shut the door. We're gonna go behind the curtain here. Door just blew open. So Ricky, don't worry about the video. You go one screen, make your point, and I'll go ahead. I'll shut the door here for us.
I absolutely think this is 100. Like this to me is legit, because I look at this situation and it's sort of like, it's, you look at it and it's like, what other options does LeBron James have? He has, Cleveland. I think he has Philly. I think Boston's the other team that was in the equation. But to me right now, it's real situations either between the Cleveland Cavaliers or the Philadelphia 76ers. Those 2 teams just make the most sense. Philadelphia talent-wise, with all the talent that they have, with Maxey, Brown, Embiid, Edgecombe, add LeBron to that equation. They still have, obviously, again, he's not going to demand a max contract, or command one, but I think that it's it. And then you look at Cleveland. Cleveland, of course, has just re-signed Donovan Mitchell. They have James Harden. They have Evan Mobley. And
They don't. Hold on. Do they have James Harden, though? I mean, everyone says, yeah, but I mean, he opted out, obviously opting out thinking that he was going to opt back in at a team-friendly and a player-friendly deal to continue his relationship in Cleveland. But if LeBron gets max money in Cleveland, is he a replacement for James Harden? And does James Harden possibly find himself back in Philly?
I don't think he finds himself. I don't know where he finds himself. I don't think if I'm Philly, I think that.
Yeah, but it's not Daryl Morey anymore.
Yeah, but Daryl Morey also is the guy who wanted to bring James Harden to Philly, and then he got tired of James Harden and shipped him back out of Philly.
Yeah, and I mean, James Harden said he'll never play for a Daryl Morey run team again. But I mean, again, people say, okay, yeah, you got this. I don't think James Harden and LeBron are playing together. I think if LeBron goes back to Cleveland, then Harden's on the move. I think he's out of there. But I do think that the best lineup is if LeBron came and played. You know, you like I said, go 3 guards with Edgecombe, Brown, and Maxey, and then you got LeBron at the 4 and Embiid at the 5, or Edgecombe or Maxey, well, probably Edgecombe comes off as your 6th man, and you have a little defense or size at the 4 and have LeBron play at the 3.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably, again, your most likely solution there, but that's not what I wanted to do.
It's all right. No stress.
There he is. But yeah, I think that's probably what you do if that's the case. Because again, LeBron, what did you say? Edgecombe would play the.
Well, I mean, you're not going to sit Maxey. You're not going to sit Brown. You're not going to sit Embiid. You're not going to sit LeBron. So 4 of those guys are starting.
Yeah, and then you obviously again,
so either
the rest of the game you'll stagger them.
Yeah, but I mean, as for the starters, you either start 3 guards with Edgecombe, or you have Edgecombe come off the bench as your 6th man, and you start someone at the 4 that plays a little defense and brings you a little size, and have LeBron be at the 3. Because I don't think LeBron really wants to bang in the East in the post at the 4 or the 5. LeBron wants to come and play, I think, more as a wing, that point forward that he's been playing, but he certainly doesn't need the ball in his hands at all times. I think he's looking for a situation where he can play necessarily in not a supporting role, but a role where he doesn't have to bring the ball up every time. He doesn't have to really be the focal point of the offense like he was without Luka in LA, and that necessarily will open him up to have his all-around game. Because LeBron, again, is 27, 7, and 7 for his career. The dude is more than just points. He's assists and rebounds as well. So I definitely think Philly makes sense. I don't think it's what's going to happen.
Think he's going home?
I think either Cleveland or Miami ends up being the answer. He can't go to Boston, right? You can't go from the Lakers to the Celtics.
No, I don't know why I said Boston earlier. Yeah, I don't think he.
Well, I didn't know if you had other information that I didn't have.
I don't think he hasn't had a good relationship with Boston.
No. I don't think he goes to Boston.
Yeah, and I mean it's between 3 that we mentioned.
And I don't, like I said, I just wonder in this situation, when LeBron comes out and says if they didn't win a championship, I'd already be there. There wouldn't be a whiteboard. How are the Knicks out of it? I don't. I mean,
Still thinking there's.
No, I think maybe if they made moves, if they did something. Again, it's not out of the realm for the Knicks to make a move out of nowhere. They made a move for Mikal Bridges out of nowhere. Listen, they were courting him forever, but the move itself kind of came out of nowhere. It wasn't really hyped up. Same thing with Karl Anthony Towns last year. It wasn't like all of a sudden it was like, oh wow, the Knicks are going to trade Dante DiVincenzo because, I mean, they had just. Well, no, actually, they didn't shoot the commercial yet. But, I mean, the whole Nova Knicks thing was that all 4 of them were on the same team. It wasn't the Nova Knicks the year before with just Hart, Vincenzo, and Brunson. It was when they brought Bridges in, the whole Nova Knicks thing came to be, and it was an off season until Dante DiVincenzo got traded away for Karl Anthony Towns, and it was a great move. So all I'm saying is that if up until a week ago, his plans was New York, New York, New York. Or sorry, a month ago, his plans were New York, New York, New York. I don't get how it switches so quickly. LeBron is not someone who does things on a whim. He's very calculated.
Yes.
Moves are made 2 and 3 and 4 years ahead. And I'm telling you, your situation in Washington is still in play, man.
I don't think.
I know they just made a move. What, they made a move for Chris Middleton?
Yes, they traded D'Lo, who had no intentions on being there. A couple picks to bring back Chris Middleton on a 3-year, $17 million deal.
So it's all great and dandy that Anthony Davis is a big part of the Wizards' future. What if the Wizards aren't a big part of Anthony Davis's future? It's not like he's not been a person who's thrown a stink and got himself traded out. He's done it before from New Orleans. He got himself out of the Pelicans. And in the NBA, if you have a disgruntled superstar, you trade him. That's just what you do. Again, I get what they're doing. I understand that. It makes sense. But if it doesn't make sense to Anthony Davis, how long are you going to have him on your roster?
Not long. And that's what I think is what would benefit Anthony Davis here. If Anthony Davis could come out and play the first half of the NBA season and put up, I don't know, what he usually puts up, 25 and 10.
Or how about just be healthy?
Just be healthy. Anthony Davis could be out there in a heartbeat. I mean, look what they did. They did this with C.J. McCollum at the deadline. They did this with Kristaps Porzingis after one season. Those guys played well, had something to prove, and got out of there. And so, again, he really doesn't have to be here long. And Anthony Davis is also looking for a long-term extension, which I don't think is in the Wizards' plan at this point.
No, why would it be? I mean, your youth. You don't want to build around Davis.
Yeah, and that's why I think, if Anthony Davis could play, if he's really not happy here and, but he can tolerate, playing a half a season here, he could be out of here by the trade deadline.
I don't think it's necessarily whether he's happy or not playing in Washington. It's that he wants to play with LeBron. And LeBron wants to play with Anthony Davis
I just think Anthony Davis wants a max contract.
Well, I mean, I that all said, and listen, we can talk about Esperion and all these other things. There's obviously ways that Rich Paul and LeBron could make it up to AD on the backside if he didn't get the max contract, meaning that they represent the man.
Yeah, but now another thing I've noticed is ever since these trade rumors have died down with Anthony Davis, Rich Paul is talking all nice and dandy about the Washington Wizards, saying they have a nice young core.
Yeah, well, exactly, because he's trying to lay the groundwork to have LeBron. Okay, let me ask you this: Davis for Embiid, and LeBron signs in Philadelphia. LeBron signs in Philadelphia. And the 76ers move off of Joel Embiid for Anthony Davis. Who wins that trade?
They've
played about the same. Davis has more championships. Embiid has the MVP.
Yeah, but Embiid also plays through injury a lot more. I will give him that.
He has, in his 9-year career or 8-year career, he has missed as many games as he has played. Joel Embiid in his career has as many DNPs as he has games played. So again, who wins that trade? If Philly signs LeBron and then calls up Washington and says, "We have LeBron, we want Anthony Davis, you can have Joel Embiid."
I think the Sixers win that trade because arguably, the Wizards aren't losing anything by trading. They don't technically trade LeBron, but
no, they would trade Davis for Embiid.
I would say the 76ers, because although they're only giving up Embiid, they're getting AD, and also LeBron is signing there, and he's probably
not signing unless that move made to me. You know what I mean? It's like Kawhi and Paul George. Kawhi wasn't going to the Clippers unless they could get Paul George. LeBron goes to the 76ers if they move Embiid for Davis, and the money would work.
Oh, no, yeah, their contracts are very, very similar. I think Davis makes a little more, but yeah, I think overall they still work.
Embiid's a little bit younger.
Embiid,
right? He's younger than Davis.
Yes, it doesn't seem it because of the injuries, but
yeah,
yes, he is.
But I mean, that would help with the young core, pairing Embiid up with Trae Young.
I just don't. I'm not sure how much Embiid is. And Trae Young's a pick and roll point guard. I'm not sure how much Embiid's getting off those.
No, because Embiid would be pick and pop. It would be a pick and pop, and both of them would try to shoot a three.
Yeah,
And then you'd have your young guy down low, AJ, and
Sorry.
yeah. So, all right, let's get our first break in here. We've done enough with LeBron Watch for 2026, although I'm sure tomorrow we will start with LeBron Watch once again.
Something new will come out.
Well, tomorrow's a big day for sports. That's why I said today felt like summer, but tomorrow's a massive day for sports. Tomorrow we have Coco Gauff to start the morning. So I'm waking up first thing in the morning with Coco Gauff in the Wimbledon semis.
And she struggled in Wimbledon throughout her history. That's what
and then she beat Jess Pegula. Well, you know what? When we come back, we're going to talk about Coco Gauff and Jess Pegula, that epic matchup, and then the Wimbledon semis, plus what's on store for you tomorrow for a great Thursday afternoon of sports. No, that makes a ton of sense. Ricky, I know we joke all the time about how the football calendar never stops, but I just went and picked up my phone in the break there. Just went back and got my phone at the desk. Had a notification from Yahoo Sports.
Yeah.
Had a little notification from there. What do you think it was?
Something about fantasy football?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I've been getting those recently. So.
My fantasy football league is set to auto-renew, and I need to set a draft date. That's exactly what it was.
Figured it's
wow. Ricky is right on point tonight.
Because I get them daily too. So
how many leagues are you in?
I'm in a should be 3.
Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Dynasty and 2 regular, typically.
Do we got a work league? Do we got one here?
We had one last year on Yahoo.
We got enough people to get in. We got.
Because usually it was downstairs and upstairs, so we had like down newsroom and then like sales or
versus each other, or
they had
two different divisions.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not. Well, we got you, me, Toma. Who else could we get in? Tim. I bet you we could get Tim and Joey. That's 6. No, no.
I'm not sure if Tim. I know Nassim would do it.
Okay, well that's at least 3 with the 3 of us. Well, we got to get some people.
Other sports person.
We got to get some people. Yeah. Don't even with the others. Don't. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. I keep trying to get myself in trouble here. Like I said, I went home all night worried about last night's show. I was worried.
Well, it's put together.
And it's out there. It's on there. It's all right. Well, as soon as this show posts in the playlist, the people will forget about last night.
Right.
And my gaffe in the NFC East.
Oh.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever. You know what? I don't want to hear it because in New York we made all our high schools change. I see down here that isn't the case with Pennsylvania yet.
No.
Is that going to happen in Pennsylvania? What has been, again, I'm new to the area, so I'm just like what has been the temperature or the feeling like that in Pennsylvania?
I can't see it.
Okay. Like there's been that much opposement and pushback on it?
It hasn't really been brought to the table much that I've seen. And yeah, it's tradition. It's the area.
Okay. I mean,
People
in New York, it's just like, no, it's over. Like anyone who had a Native American based or indigenous people based nickname had to switch it up or you're done getting state funding.
Yeah, no, that doesn't happen here. And I can't see it happening here. But,
yeah, because you guys have a team named after the name I said last night.
Yeah.
Air, right? Or Sayre, right? S-A-Y-R-E?
S-A, yes.
Yeah.
They're out in Central.
Yeah. They would come up every once in a while and play some baseball teams against Section 4 in New York.
Got it.
And we would not say the name.
Yeah, they're up in that northern tier.
Yeah. But again, I mean, it was said, we just say Sayre baseball or Sayre football. Don't say the name.
Got it.
But yeah, and then Indianapolis, their MILB team, they haven't changed it, which that doesn't make sense to me at all. If Major League Baseball is going to go ahead and make the Cleveland franchise change their name, that they wouldn't change the name of an MILB franchise.
Yeah, I think that's the Pirates AAA affiliate, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Indianapolis. Yeah. Yes. But I mean, again, that just doesn't make you would think a team like Cleveland would be less likely to change than an MILB team, but I guess maybe there's more national pressure on Cleveland to change.
Probably more spotlight, more national pressure.
It's tough though. Have you ever seen Major League?
Major League what?
The movie? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So you do know what I'm talking about, right?
I do know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I mean, that's a great movie, and it has nothing to do with the name, but I mean, like the whole scene with the four of them out in the outfield. You can't even. They're banging on the drum.
Yeah.
They're like, you can't. No.
Nope.
Too high. No, too hard. I don't think that one's out. It's too high. Oh, it's such a great movie. I'm glad that you've seen that one.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what did we tell? Oh, Go Golf. Yes. Yes.
Golf.
Oh, so good the other day. I hated that the two Americans had to face each other in the quarterfinals. I wish it would have been the semis or the championship. Oh, but what a match. Jess Pegula and Coco Gauff back to back. And yeah, you're right. Coco Gauff has had some struggles at Wimbledon, but she seems destined. And this is why I'm a little upset as well that Naomi Osaka lost in the quarters, because that would have been great.
That would have been a must-see TV.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. It's Osaka versus Goff. Whew. And I mean, Osaka's had some struggles, and it was great to see her back performing at a high level as well. But again, I mean, she said, body just hurt. Body broke down on her in the quarters. But
it happens with athletes.
To be able to wake up, to start this is what I'm talking about over the summer, when we got either the Olympics every other year or the World Cup, which is, I'm glad that the World Cup is every 2 years, and they're alternating or whatever, so we don't have the long breaks. But when you can wake up and it's just, all right, I'm in primetime sports mode. Because I was talking about it the other day. I went home and I was watching a Mets game, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't watch bad products. Like, I turned on a Phillies game. I hate the Phillies, but I'd rather watch good baseball than whatever yeah, exactly. But again, it's just how good was that Argentina game?
So good.
So good.
Very controversial. But
no, you know what? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because this is the thing. You're right. You're absolutely right. Very controversial that goal was overturned because of the VAR 90 yards down the field. A penalty at that point in time, taking a goal off. They scored 12 minutes later. They still scored. I mean, if they scored that goal, there's no guarantee that they were going to get a third. Like, don't give me this transitive property. We would have scored this goal and then also scored that goal. You scored 12 minutes later. You made the game 2-0 12 minutes later. So your odds of winning went up a whole lot higher. 2-0, 12 minutes with an extra 12 minutes means those Argentinian odds were creeping lower and lower and lower and lower. 2-0 with 12 minutes to go. That's not on the refs. That's on your defense. That's on you. That's on the moment. And honestly, they didn't lose the game. They didn't lose the game. The greatest player in the world did what he does. Simple. I mean, listen, can you be that upset when the greatest player just goes ham? Dude went ham. Goat went ham. That's all we need to say. The GOAT went ham.
He did. But again, I think two things can be true at the same time. FIFA has, again,
the most corrupt agency in the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
FIFA has continued to put themselves in hot water.
Oh, my God.
It doesn't get any. And again, I hate when, because Lionel Messi can't control the ref's whistle. Like, Lionel Messi's not saying, hey, go back
No.
11 seconds and stop that goal. But again, that was just.
They scored, though, 12 minutes later. It's not like they didn't score.
The fact that they took away the goal for something that happened more than halfway back down the field.
Yes.
That's not what VAR was.
No. I mean, VAR is terrible. VAR is awful.
Like I can't.
Again, VAR is not also the letter of the law with offsides. It's about cherry picking. It's not like, oh, my boot was a half centimeter in front. Like, no, if your whole body okay, but like your boot, like the goals being taken off by that same level of distance that KD's 3 against the Bucks. If KD has a size 12 on instead of a 13, he makes a 3 instead of a 2. If a dude is wearing a size 10 boot instead of 11, it's onsides instead of offsides. That's not the letter of the law. but you scored. And 12 minutes later in the game, you had a 2-0 lead with, 68 minutes to go? 78 minutes into the game, something like that?
Yeah, it was something like that.
3 goals in 11 minutes. That's what Argentina did. That's what Messi. Dude, Goat went ham. That's all you got to say.
He did. I'm
Goat went
not
ham.
denying that he didn't, go out there and put together, scoring one goal and, helping score the other 2. But, I think 2 things can also be true. And that's just also a bad look for FIFA. And,
FIFA doesn't have a good look to them.
I know they don't. And it just on the biggest stage, on the World Cup, that's where you're going to get the most eyes. And just a shame that had to compromise such a great game. So, Mohamed Salah, when he netted that goal that got called off, he took his shirt out. They had all the momentum.
Well, I told you about my boy Mo. Don't sleep on Mo.
You have been singing Egypt's praise and Mohamed Salah in particular and saying that they are going to be. And
they were a good team. I told you they were a tough out. Yeah. Other than Morocco, they were what, the last African team remaining?
Yes.
Yeah, because Senegal was gone. So now, now you got France. You got the European champion against the African champion, France and Morocco. You got England versus Norway, which is just that's such
Harry
a great.
Kane and Holland's gonna
that's such a great matchup. Such a great matchup. Then you got Belgium versus Spain, which that's going to be a great match too. Belgium is a high-powered, high-flying offense, as the United States saw the other night, against probably the best defensive team in the tournament, who has not let a goal up yet in the tournament. You got Belgium coming in off of 4 goals, and again, in 5 matches, the Spanish have not let up a goal this tournament. That's crazy. And then I think the bottom match, you got Argentina. What do you have going off at 8:30 every night?
A pill alarm that I take.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. That's a HIPAA violation, man. You're trying to get me
good.
fired again.
No, just stating a fact.
I think the one match where you're surprised by is Argentina not matching up against Colombia. I think the Swiss are the surprise team of the quarterfinals here, because everyone really thought James and Colombia would make it through. But wow, 8:30, we've only got 1 break in. We're in trouble here, Ricky.
It's okay. We got a half hour to get to.
Yeah, we got to take one now,
yeah,
and then we got 2 more in the back half. So, all right, let's take one now. When we come back, we got more. No more LeBron. No more soccer. It's NEPA. It's July. We're less than a month out. We're going to talk some football when we get back on WBRE, WYOU 2822 Sports Night. All right. Ooh, that was loud. I echoed. I got both headphones back. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just saying, like, Ricky.
So,
I said we were going to talk football. We're going to talk football. We're not talking football, but I didn't say what type of football we were talking. I said we weren't talking soccer though. So tomorrow's a big day for football. Tomorrow's a massive day for football. And people are not happy right now.
Not happy?
Not happy. Let me read the first headline that comes up on Google when I type it in. College football 27 is pissing everybody off.
Oh, I saw this earlier on social media.
How do you feel about it?
Well, from what I heard, microtransactions.
Oh, I'm so angry. Angry.
The community is not happy.
You're telling me I got to pay more money for the game that I already paid $70 for?
Yes, they're trying to get you to, when you're doing that Dynasty.
Which is the only thing that I do is Dynasty. That's the only thing I do.
I saw that today.
I'm not happy.
That's ridiculous.
And I got my voicemail today from, hold on, let me see. Let me shout him out. Eddie from the Wilkes-Barre GameStop. He gave me my call to let me know that my copy of College Football 27 is ready to be picked up tomorrow. I'm not happy. Are you still gonna get the game?
Probably gonna get. Yeah, but again, I'm gonna look in tediously, see what everyone else is.
You're gonna do some
saying.
reviews before you get.
Yes.
Now I've heard other aspects are very much improved. The graphics in just 2 years have made a big jump. I hear the equipment availability, like the deals that they've signed to have different visors and face masks and pads and everything, and cleats is ridiculous. And same thing that the roster updates, or sorry, not the uniform updates are going to be really good. But yeah, I don't want to pay more for the game that I just paid for.
Yeah, that's again. I'm just there to like. We're already paying $70-$80 for the game. Some of them more to get the
I didn't get it this year. I normally do get the advanced edition, and I'll tell you what, I paid the $100 for GTA instead of the $80. I'm buying the special edition of GTA. There's not a doubt. I'm buying a whole new PlayStation just for GTA. But Dynasty and Road to Glory. Let me read this right here. Dynasty and Road to Glory now each allow you to pay to instantly improve your coach or athlete rather than improve them over time through play. To hit the coach level cap of 100, players would need to spend 12,000 points, which equates to $100 if bought in bulk. The early access edition game gives you 4,600, so it makes it a little bit cheaper, but EA is completely... To reach level 100, you need approximately 2.5 million points. So you need to win like 17 national championships in a row to get it, is what one of this guy is taking.
I'm not. Again, I don't really even care about the levels in the XP. I'm just trying to win ball.
Yeah.
Win ball games.
Do you play the games?
Yeah, I play. I play offense, sim defense.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Why offense and sim defense? Why no love for the defense?
Not that I don't respect what the defense does, but again, it's also part of it. I'm not as good on defense as I am.
I mean, I don't even play the games.
Oh, you just sim through them with whoever?
Well, my whole thing is the
recruiting.
Yeah, I love recruiting. I start at a small school, and then I'll make my way up. All right, I'll give you an example. Last year's game, I started. In fact, actually, last year I usually will do a creative school, and it will be the University of Albany, which is a D1AA school. Or sorry, what is that now? FCS. It's an FCS school, but that's my hometown. So I'll do the University of Albany. Start there. Did 2 years there, 2 years at Syracuse, and then took over for James Franklin at Penn State. Yeah. Stayed up here in the Northeast, owned the recruiting area. But I mean, that was like 6 years worth of stuff that I did. So like, yeah, it's hard to actually play the games. I'll play the bowl games.
So I usually just, when I play them in bulk because I know I'm working 5 days, and I usually don't.
Yeah, welcome to being an adult, Ricky.
Welcome
to being an adult.
I don't play. When I go home, I don't really. Again, some nights I'll have more energy than others, but
not. I mean, I've gotten it. I got bond. I'm starting to play. So like the last 3 nights, because I'm ahead a little bit here at work. Finally, the last 3 nights I've been able to go home and get a level or 2 in and bond. That game is awesome, by the way. That game is so worth every penny.
You're happy with your purchase?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, I buy the same 6 games every year. The show, college football, Madden, NBA 2K, whatever year it is, and NHL. So there's 5 games I buy every year, and every 4 years I buy FIFA. And every 4 years I say I'm not going to buy FIFA, and every 4 years I end up buying FIFA. So those are the 6 games. And then, of course, Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead. I'm done with Call of Duty.
Done with it?
Done.
I feel you.
The storyline takes like 3 hours to beat, and then it's just like, all right, let's go online and watch a bunch of 12-year-olds be mean to me, say racist things, and kick my butt. All right, let's get a break in and talk about some real sports when we get back. WBRE, WYOU 2822 Sports Night. Ricky Turner sitting in the executive producer chair. I'm Zach Grady. We thank you for joining us. When we get back, we're going to actually talk about some sports. Thank you. Someone was a little angry last night, huh?
Yes.
Both on the field and afterwards.
Very much so.
Pitching with a little bit of intensity. That's all you got. That's all you can say about it.
Yes. Yes. Let's just say Phillies pitcher Zach Wheeler was fired up.
You want me to read the quote?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Zach Wheeler, after the game, in which he threw 104 pitches over 7 innings, allowed 4 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and 14 strikeouts, including striking. Johan Duran actually earned his 22nd save. He struck out all in the 9th. But again, 14 strikeouts for Wheeler, 7 innings, 4 hits, earned run, no walk. And when asked after the game, he said, of course, I lost my place, but, you know, when you try to read things on television, here you go. Quote, that was a reminder for whoever needs to be reminded. So it pisses me off and it's kind of BS. So maybe if I wasn't necessarily right in there, I wouldn't be saying this, but I feel like I've earned it. Kyle Schwarber adding, just sucks that we have to deal with it. We dealt with it last year, and we dealt with it this year. When someone deserves it, someone that's putting up numbers deserves it, you want them to just get that nod. I guess especially, too, in the games at your home park, huh?
Yes, especially with that. I'm sure that irks him a little bit more because he's set a hard retirement date of he's retiring after the 2027 season.
Wheeler?
I think he did. Yeah.
He said that?
Yeah, I think.
Huh. He's a good dude. I've met him a couple of times. He's like a good person.
Yes.
But he was angry.
Yes, he plans to retire at the end of his current contract following the 2027 season.
Do you believe that, or do you believe that's just a negotiation tactic?
No, I think I think it was. Right now, it seems firm, but again, times could change. Times could change.
I mean, he literally just had his career best start. That was his best start in his career last night.
Yeah, and he fanned people, and he's been
pissed.
Yes, and he's been fanning people ever since he came back from that injury. Sort of dealt with, aside from I think maybe the first 2 starts. Ever since then, he's really.
I think he missed 3. He missed the first 4 weeks of the season, so I think he missed 3 starts.
Yeah, he's been 9-1. He's been absolutely lights out since that happened. 9-1, 2.28 ERA.
All right, so who do you take out? Chase Burns, Duran, Iglesias, Max Meyer, Mason Miller, Mizorowski, Chris Sale, Christopher Sanchez, Skeens, Logan Webb.
Oh, Skeens is out because.
Well, I'm just saying these were the people who were originally Yamamoto. I mean, because again, you have to take one of these people out to put Wheeler in.
I mean, hypothetically, I would, based off my own experience, I think he's been better than Paul Skeens this year. Paul Skeens is, I think, below 500, 7-8 record. He's really struggled over the last month. He's had over a 5 ERA. And Wheeler, I think, has pitched against him twice.
Was Skeens voted in, or was he picked by the manager?
He was voted.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, obviously he's going to get voted in.
So,
and I'm not trying to listen. I'm not trying to be stereotypical or misogynistic when I say this, but Skeens is leaning into it. I mean, he wants to have the social media following if he is, dating Livy Dunn. I mean, obviously, and good for him. I'm just saying, you're going to get a boost. You're going to get a boost no matter if you're good or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I got no leg to stand on. Francisco Lindor doesn't deserve to make it, and he got voted in.
Oh, yeah. There's people on there who did not deserve to make it, but are in simply because the team they got in happens to be one of the biggest
Oh, I was gonna
So
say
team-
you weren't gonna say one of the better teams in the league is not Lindor.
Because again, yeah, the Mets haven't had a good year at all.
No, but Lindor and Soto both made it.
But, yeah, and I don't think Soto's had an awful year.
No, Soto's having an MVP like season. It's just that he's playing on the Mets.
I was gonna say, and last year he really struggled.
Last year he didn't. Last year actually he didn't struggle. He just had a really bad April. His April was so bad that if you look at the whole
beginning of the year, yeah.
But if his April was so bad, you looked at his whole season. It really, if you just looked at his May through whatever, his numbers were insane. That's how bad his April was. But Mets got 13 more years on that contract.
They do.
He won't be there for the whole time. No way. He opts out first opportunity.
I was gonna say, yeah, eventually, with the way things are going, yeah.
He opts out first opportunity. They're awful.
They've been bad. They have been really bad.
They're terrible. They're just terrible. Phillies aren't. Phillies have been great since firing their manager and bringing on Donnie Baseball.
9-19 to, I don't know what they are now, but
There's got no chance of catching the Braves, though. But they should be the top wild card team.
How many games are they back?
9.5. Braves are really good.
Is it really 9.5?
I think so. I want to say that all three of the NL races are pretty much over.
They're 2 back.
They're only 2 back?
Yes, because I was going to say
Do I know what I'm talking about? I need to lose my job.
Pirates beat them yesterday, and I saw the Phillies did gain a game, and Braves are 52-30. They've lost 3 straight after the game tonight against the Pirates, which they'll look to win. But yeah, the Marlins are.
I mean, I remember looking over Memorial Day, and it was like the 3 NL races looked like they were already over with.
Yeah, I think you can look. I think the Central, the Brewers have won. The West is over. Unless the Dodgers blow
14 and a half, or 14 up on Arizona, 14 up on San Diego.
Yeah, that division's just.
Tatis remain a Dodge or a Padre?
He's on a big contract too.
Yeah, but how do the Padres have money for those contracts? They got to get off of them at some point. There's no way Machado and Tatis stay there forever.
I mean, they're coming off of an 8-game losing streak.
The Pods?
Yeah, they've won 2 out of the last 3.
That's what I'm saying. Could Tatis be the outfielder that the Phillies need?
Could be, but again, he's struggled in his own right too. He's struggled his power for
but sometimes just a change of scenery is all you need.
Yeah.
And again, he struggled in power, but also San Diego, that ballpark is the hardest ballpark to hit a home run out of in the entire major league. No. And I don't understand. It's something to do with the air and the way the wind is and the way they set it up. But that is the hardest park to hit a home run out of. It used to be Safeco or whatever. Is it still Safeco Field?
Petco? I think it's
No. Safeco is Seattle, right? It's Petco Park is San Diego. I'm saying Seattle used to be the hard.
Safeco.
Yeah, that used to be the hardest park to hit a home run in, and now it's Petco.
Yeah, Safeco. Back in Seattle, Washington is one of the harder parks to hit a home run off of, and that's why they're pitched. That's why they have such good pitching up there.
How about Miami? 50-42.
They're balling.
They're the best team in baseball since June.
They're playing
plus 25 run differential.
They're playing extremely well.
Sandy Sandy
Alcantara.
Yeah. I was him and who was their other pitcher that they had?
Braves.
No, not the Braves. The Marlins had another dude, and he was really good, and his brother was on the team, and he was a center fielder.
Hernandez.
No, not Jose Fernandez. No, I know that one. I'll think of it. But the Marlins, Sandy, he went 6-0 with a 1.94 ERA in the month of June. He was unhittable.
He was lights out. He was looking back at that Rays for him because I know he really struggled last year, and that was part of the reason why they were so bad. But they ended up I think getting going towards the latter half of last year. But yeah, they're on a 4-game win streak. They've been really lights out.
I mean, that NL East is tough, and I certainly didn't think that the Mets would be sitting at the very bottom of it to begin the year. But yeah, I mean, 50 wins for the Marlins already. They're probably going to be over 500. It's going to come down to it. It's going to be really tough for that NL East. And I'm surprised that the Braves have fallen as far or as close back as they have.
I think again, a lot of people thought, but again, it's also have to think it was real early in the season. Teams are just getting going, and the Phillies again have a lot of older players. So
8:52, and we got to get 2 breaks in, don't we?
we have to get, I think, one more.
We'll just take one now, just in case, because I think this is only break 3.
Okay. God, well, I'll see you after the break.
Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Victor Mesa. I knew he had 2 names that were the same. So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. And guys, I didn't mean to cut you off at home either. Ricky was making a point, but I had a heart attack for a second because I thought that with 8 minutes left in the show, we had to get 2 breaks in. I thought we had, because we have gone on a few tangents tonight. We've had a great show though.
It's been a good show.
Yeah, I said I didn't have my A stuff, and I feel like we powered through it, and we had a pretty good show.
Yeah, it was
Pretty good little shoe. Pretty good little shoe. Yes. And I spilled coffee on myself, so I got to wash my shirt later. But yeah, no, Ricky, I'm sorry. Do you remember the point you were making, or have I completely just diluted your brain?
Something with the Marlins and how the NL East has been tough.
Yeah, it has been. We don't need to continue on that, though. Phillies, hopefully. Hey, big weekend in Philadelphia, and we will be a big part of that weekend as well. Friday, we have a special presentation for you. Back half of this podcast, actually, on Friday night, 8:30, we will debut Baseball's Best at the Bank. It's a special half-hour presentation on the upcoming All-Star game here at Citizen Bank Ballpark in Philadelphia. And then Monday and Tuesday, we will be we got some live looks, live hits. We'll be talking to some people down in Philly for the 2 days of festivities. We got the home run derby on Monday. Tuesday, we got the game. Sunday, actually, we got the All-Stars, the Futures game as well. We got, unfortunately, both Carlos LaGrange and George Lombard Jr., the 2 selections for Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Neither will be playing in the game because they're both on the injured list right now.
I was going to say, unfortunate.
But Brendan Beck, hey, how about Brendan Beck? You saw that, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, player of the one, he got called up over the weekend, made a start for the Yankees on the 4th of July. You don't need to trust me. Don't.
Nope.
No, trust me.
It was not worth it.
But no. We're gonna just. There's a reason why he was back with the team a couple of days later.
Well,
was not a great showing, but yeah, Brendan Beck got called up, made a start with Carlos Rendon getting hurt, gave up 5 earned, 5 runs, I think, in 3 2/3 innings. Yankees did not get the win. He came back down, but I think, again, that was a scheduled. He was making a spot start because Carlos Rendon was hurt. So came back down. He'll be starting this week, but 3-0 with a 1.24 ERA in the month of June, including starting the month with a 7-hit, no-hit, combined no-hitter as the bullpen picked up the last 2 over the Syracuse Mets.
I remember writing about that.
Yes, yeah. So Brendan Beck. And Rail Riders are out. Hot start, 8-4 to start the year.
That series against Norfolk, they put it together.
What we got to just before we get out of here, we got a score of what they're doing right now.
Check up on them. They are up in Buffalo, I believe.
Yeah, Saline Field taking on the Buffalo Bison. You know what? I actually saw a doubleheader at Saline Field when I was in college many years ago. And
5-0, top of the 9th.
Nice. We're gonna leave on this note, and we'll come full circle. Many years ago, when I was back in college at SUNY Brockport,
Max Scherzer was on the mound for Buffalo tonight.
Was he really?
Yes.
Damn! Wow. All right, we got to get those highlights.
He allowed 4 earned.
Yeah, we got to get those highlights. All right, before we get out of here, like I said, my experience with the Buffalo Bison. Many, many years ago, I went to a doubleheader when the Buffalo Bison were actually part of the New York Mets organization, and I got to see a very young Matt Harvey start game 1 of the doubleheader, the Dark Knight, and Zach Wheeler start game 2, Wheels Up. So that was pretty fun. So, hey, that's it for us. We're going to get out of here. Make sure you're back with us tomorrow night, 8 p.m., right here on the CTV app. For Ricky Turner, for myself, this has been 2822 Sports Night.